What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be checking out this Emax Ready to Fly kit. This is a brand new drone from Emax, and I can't wait to share this with you guys. This thing has a lot going for it, and you're not going to want to miss this. Let's get right into it. I'm going to be giving this kit away to one of you lucky winners. All you got to do is like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and you'll be in the running. I'm going to pick a random winner. So in a couple weeks from now, you could have your hands on this race whoop. Don't be shy. Share this video, like it, share it with your friends, family. Who knows, you could be that winner. Thanks for watching, guys. Just a quick disclaimer, Emax did send this over to me for free to take a look at. They have not paid me, and they have not seen this video before it's been published. So my thoughts and what you're about to hear and see are genuine. So let's dive right into this Ready to Fly kit and see what it's all about. At any point in this video you guys are looking to pick up one of these drones or even the Ready to Fly kit, I'm going to have the link down in the description below. You guys can click that link and pick yourself up one. I'm going to go ahead and take these pieces out of this kit, and we'll go over each piece. So right here we got the goggles. And a couple cool features about this goggles here is we got a SD card slot here so you can save your progress. Or better yet, you can rewind back and see where you crashed, and that way you can find your drone if you don't have like a beeper set up or whatnot. Also, these goggles, they do detach, so you can use this on the bench if you're testing your drone or whatnot. And another cool feature about this, I'll show you guys in a minute, you can stick this thing on your controller and you can fly like that as well. Now, these goggles are a great beginner goggle. These are going to be something that you probably want to upgrade this out of the whole kit first, just to be honest. These goggles here, you know, any type of box goggle, they do have some eye strain, but for a beginner, these things are perfect. They do extend out. So we got our on-off switch right here, or our button. We got a couple band channels here. We got an aux out. And we also have the charging US Type-C, the micro. And this little thing here is going to allow you to hook it up to your controller, just like a DJI drone or whatnot. Now let's take out this controller next here. These little papers just have instructions on them, tell you how to use them and charge them or whatnot. Now on the left here, we got our throttle. We got our pitch, yaw, and roll over here. These top two switches are two position switches. These front facing ones, these are two 3-position switches. So you got your beginner mode over here, which is angle. You got your intermediate mode, which is horizon. Your expert mode, which is acro. You got your arm, disarm over here. And you're not going to need these trim buttons when it comes to drones. You're not going to worry about this. But if you hold these two buttons in like this, after you turn this controller on, you hold these two in, that'll send this thing into bind mode. So you got the controller, you got the goggles. Let's see what else you get in this kit. So you got a couple charging cables, probably a cord to hook this thing up to Betaflight so you can do some changes if you wanted to. We got an Allen wrench. We got some screws here, a little Phillips head. That way you can If you happen to break a motor or you want to adjust your camera angle a little bit, you're getting better at flying, you want to adjust the camera angle up, that way the thing goes a little bit faster, you can do that. It also comes with this little plastic piece here, and just like I was talking about earlier, you put this thing on the controller and you can put the screen on it just like a DJI drone, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take the whoop out. Now this is off the line of their Tinyhawk. This is the Nanoscout. What we're looking at here is a 65mm whoop with 31mm props, and these are new Avant props. And matched with these brand new motors they got on here, they're 08015 22,000 kV motors. So matched with these props, this thing is unparalleled, has an amazing flight time. You get about 4 minutes. The weight on this thing is just under 23 grams, is 22.9 without a lipo. And although that's a little bit on the heavy side, I mean, this is, aimed for a beginner. Now, if you wanted to drop some of that weight, you could get a different canopy. You could get some nylon screws if you wanted. You really could drop this thing down, a couple grams if you wanted to. But doing that, you're going to have a less durable drone. So maybe as you get better and you want to, tinker with this thing, you could potentially do that. Now, this drone comes with an F4 processor, all-in-one flight controller. It's got an F4 processor on board, rated for 1S, matched with this EM 2.0 connector. This is a brand new connector. This is the first time Emax has used this connector. By using this EM 2.0 connector, they managed to increase the performance and the flight time by switching from their original PH 2.0 connector. It always seems like we got a new connector every time a drone comes out, but this one here, this one's open source, so the entire community or other vendors can also use this connector as well. This kit does come with 2 batteries. This is Emax's new battery as well. This is a 1S. This is Emax's 320 milliamp hour battery. This is an HV battery, 4.35 volts you can charge this thing up to. That way you can get a little bit more performance out of these things and longer flight time as well. Now just plugging these in, it's such a snug fit. It's almost too snug. If you plug this thing in all the way, you better hope your fingers aren't wet or greasy or something, because you ain't getting this thing off. We got a Type-C connector here to hook up to Betaflight. This thing is running ELRS, so you're not going to have to worry about the old FR Sky versions. If you fly behind you or if you fly out of range, this thing will not fall out of the sky on you. The VTX on this thing comes locked, so you got to hold in this little button right here. You hold in that little button right there with like a pen or something, and you plug in the battery for like 3 seconds, and that unlocks all the channels, and you get up to 400 milliwatts of power. So this thing's going to have some great range and some great penetration, so that's awesome. For the camera, we got the Runcam Nano 3. This is one of the greatest analog cameras you can get, in my opinion. It's got some good, great clarity. It's got some great color. I like how they glued this antenna on here. This is the VTX antenna. That way it doesn't come loose in a crash, or it doesn't wiggle loose and you lose reception. Now, if you take a look at the bottom of this frame, they got like a really cool design. It's not just the battery housing connected to the whoops. They also have these little side pieces connected as well. Almost like a cross up underneath there. It's like, this thing is really, durable and sturdy. So let's get this thing in the air, show you guys a flight or two, and you can let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about this drone. You're going to pick one of these up or not? Let's get right into it.
before I lose